In this course, I'm going to show you how to easily edit your videos or vlogs using a software called Sony Vegas Pro. Now this course is for the people who wants to start a vlog or they want to edit videos, but they just hate the process of learning a video editing software. So this course is for you. A lot of video editing software, I find that they're either too complicated, very hard to learn, and they take up a lot of your PC power. And some video editing software, they're just way too simplified and you can't really do much. So I find that this software, Sony Vegas Pro, is the best bang for your buck, I would say, because it's very user-friendly, very easy to learn, and it doesn't take up too much of your power. And you are able to do most of your editing using this software, whether you want to edit vlogs or just edit just basic casual videos. By the end of this course, you will learn most or all of the things you need to know to start editing your vlogs or your videos. So enroll right now, and let's begin with the first lesson. Now let's begin editing our videos. First thing I'm going to show you is how to slice your videos. So it's pretty much splitting up the clips. So if you hit the hotkey S, you can split them in half like so. Now let's say if you want to take out a chunk of your video, let's say I want this area highlighted. To delete it is to click and drag, left click and drag over a certain area that you don't want, and just hit the delete button. And now it's gone, and you can just move this track back to align it, and it snaps right back. Now there's an easier way to do this to kind of speed up your workflow. You see up here this button right here, it's auto ripple. Hotkey is a control L. Now you click on that, and down this arrow, make sure it's selecting the second one. Now let's do the same thing again. Select the area that we don't want, hit delete. Notice that this track, it snaps right back into our other clip, which is what we want, so we don't have to manually move it back in. Helps cut your workflow. Another thing I like to show you is, let's say if you delete a clip, there's two clips, and over time I realized that I actually wanted that clip. Don't worry, you don't have to import it in again. Just select this video and go to this side here, and you get this kind of icon popping out, and just drag it out and your clip is back. Now you realize when I drag out this video, it keeps popping towards the right. It's because you have this turned on. So just turn it off and drag it out, then it's fixed. Next up, I'm going to show you how to scale your videos or reframe them. So let's split this in half just to see it. Now you get this little icon down here, this event pan and crop. Let's click on that, and this is where you frame it by left clicking and holding down. If you want to make sure it stays in proportion, hold down shift and left click. Now let's say if you want to change your axis to a corner, like a left corner. So on the left side of the screen, you hit this lock aspect ratio and unclick this one. So now the axis is now towards that corner. Can we do it on this side as well? If you click on this one, it will rescale around the center axis, which is what we did earlier just now. Now let's say if you want to slowly zoom in to the face or something like that. Over time, let's say I want to zoom in over 4 seconds. Alright, now this is the timeline down here. You see these little squares, these are your keyframes. Let's say if we go to frame 4-ish and we want to zoom in. So we scale this into our face. Now you see this little pop-up, this square block, that's your other keyframe. So if I scrub this through, you can see it slowly zooming into the face. Now let's play it back. You can see that it slowly moves into the face over 4 seconds. On another note, this is actually a good way to create a widescreen effect if you need to. Make sure that this icon is on, and we can just drag it down. Automatically create this black bar, this kind of widescreen effect that you want. So that is how you crop and resize videos. Now I'm going to show you how to create a fading into your clips and fading out, and transition between two clips as well. So if you go to one of your clips and you go to the top left corner, you'll get this icon, fade and offset. Left click, drag over, and you get this graph coming on. This is your fading. Play it back. It slowly fades in. And this is a lot easier than, I think in Adobe Premiere, you have to kind of set keys and manually enter a value. So this makes it a lot easier that Sony Vegas Pro for you to fade in your shots. So you can do that at the back as well. Now you can fade in between two clips. You can actually just drag them towards each other. So if I just drag them towards each other, it creates this blue lines. So these are crossfading it. So play it back. See, notice it just naturally just crossfades for you. Now you can do this effect with multiple clips. So I'm gonna transfer another clip in. So let's say you have two video clips and you want to do this fading in and fading out for all of them. So let's select these two clips, hold control, you'll select these two, and then you do this method, and notice you can do this fading in and out with multiple clips. And you can do the same thing for audios as well. Okay, go up to the corner, you get the icon, and you can fade in the audio as well. So if you want to select everything here, you can shift select. So you select your first track, hold on shift and select your last track, and then you can do this, you can crossfade the audio and the video at the same time. Next up, I'm gonna show you how to do a time-lapse effect in Sony Vegas very easily. Let's go down to this end of the clip, our video clip, and hold down the control. You get this kind of squiggly line, and you get a text pop-up that says time stretch. So once you hold down control and left click, drag in, speeds up your video time, and you get these kind of squiggly lines going on right here. Now if I play it back, you can see it speeds up, and there you go, creating a time-lapse effect. Now I will show you how to add text to your videos. So first thing you need to do is you're gonna right click on an empty space and select insert video track, or you can use Ctrl+Shift+Q as a hotkey and you get the empty track. Right click on that track and select insert text media. This is our text track. Let's say you want it throughout this entire video clip, so we can drag it out to match the video, and you get this pop-up of this window right here, and this is where you can change your font, your size, and such. Pretty basic stuff. And let's say, for example, this video, I want a square behind this text right here. So let's go ahead and insert another video track, put that track underneath our text, then go up to here on our top left box. Under media generator tab, we're gonna pick a solid color. So let's say solid black. Drag that into your track, scale it to so that it matches your video clip, and let's resize this to match your text. And there we go. Now you can change the location of your text as well. So in your text track, hit that crop icon and you can move this around. Now the first thing you might notice, right, is that you might not be able to move this frame out any way you like, a freeform, is because you have this checked on. So it's right now it's only on move in Y, so you can change it to a free axis, or you can change it to a Y axis, so it's only moving left to right. So make sure you have this checked on. You can put the text at the bottom or the top, wherever you like. You can even add the fade in for your text and your block. Yep, there you go. Now I'm going to show you how to create effects for your videos, such as black and white and all those kind of color filters. There's two ways to do this. One way is to go up to this tab right here, Video Effects, and there's a huge list of different effects that you can add in, and they even have a preview video of how they look like. So let's pick one of them. Let's pick black and white, the default one. Hold down left click and just drag it into our clip. You get this pop-up. This is your settings. Let's just leave this to default. Now once you drag it in, you might realize that you don't see any difference. It's because you have this button on, split screen view. So what this does is it gives you an option to bypass the FX, so that it makes it easier for your CPU to run. So we just simply take that off, and now you can see your FX. Now I'll show you a different way of applying this. If you go down to your video clip and you see this icon right here, it's called Even FX. Click on that, you get this pop-up, and right away you could pick from all this effects that it has in there. So let's pick the one we just picked just now, which is the black and white setting. So we select that and hit OK, and just close this out, and there you go. This is another way of adding effects to your video clips. Now I'm going to show you how to add transitions. Now if you go up to this top left tab, transitions, you'll see a huge list of different transitions. It's even got a preview video. This makes it very convenient, so we know what they are and not just text. So let's create one right now. Let's create that Star Wars effect, which is the swiping left to right or right to left, either one. Let's drag this in between our two clips. You get this pop-up, keep it to default, and it's hard to see, so you can zoom in by using the middle scroll, just scrolling it in, and you see this slide, this button right here. Let's say you want to make the transition to last longer, so you can go on to the end of the slide and just drag it out longer so that it slides longer. Or you can make them shorter as well. You can drag it in. And let's say you decide that you don't want that slide, so simply just click on this squiggly icon right here, transition properties. Hit that, and you have this, select this, and hit this button up here, remove selected plugin. Click on that, and now it's gone. You just need to readjust your clip, and that's how you add transitions. Now that I taught you everything you need to know to start editing your vlogs or videos, it's time to render it out. But first, we're gonna have to highlight the area that we want to render. Let's say the whole clip right here. Just left click on the space and drag all the way. You get this kind of a yellow corner thing. This is your render zone, right? Once you got that highlighted, the area that you want to render out, go to File and Render As. You get this pop-up, and these are the preset templates that they have. If you're making like YouTube videos or vlogs, just pick one of these two, depending what you want, 1080p or 720. So let's pick 1080 just to show you. You get these customized settings if you need to change anything. Maybe you want to change the frame rate if you need to, and audio, you can change all these different things. You don't really have to touch them, they're good enough. So just hit OK. You can change your file path, change your file name, and remember this one should be checked on render loop region only, which is that yellow zone that we picked. And you just hit render. You get this box and your approximate time left. So just wait and try not to do anything too heavy on your PC. It might slow down this process. It might even crash it. So just be aware of that. And that's the end of this course. I hope you enjoy it and see you next time.